What's up everybody, my name's Big Cam and I hope your Christmas was amazing. Just the other day I came out with what I thought was going to be my last Christmas movie review of the year with Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer coming out on Christmas Day. But on Christmas night I watched It's a Wonderful Life from 1946, and this movie is fantastic. I watched it in color for the first time. I mean, I had seen this in black and white in the past, but as a kid, black and white films, you know, we were just kind of, you couldn't comprehend it, you couldn't get into it. And for a movie that's, you know, 2 hours and 10 minutes, for a kid, you know, that's a little bit longer of a runtime. But as an adult, I loved it, and it was the only time I've ever seen it in color. And I was talking to my mother about it, someone that's been alive a lot longer than me, and she had never seen this film in color, and she was like, oh, I'll have to go check that out. But 1946, Frank Capra is the director, and it looks like he's done a whole bunch of films, director of 59 films, and the star of this film, who plays George Bailey, is a man by the name James Stewart. Said he's been nominated for 5 Academy Awards, winning 1. He was an actor in 164 films. That's crazy. Oh my god. Donna Reed is Mary Hatch, his, like, you know, wife at some point. But this movie's so good. Like, I didn't realize as a kid how good a story it is and how good James Stewart is. Like, as an adult, you know, watching this now as somebody that watched a whole bunch of movies this year and has been looking at them a little bit differently than just like consuming them for entertainment, you know, reviewing them and looking at them, critiquing them, you know, like, movies aren't like they used to be. And this is 1946, and it still is a fantastic movie, and it's emotional. By the end of the movie I was tear-jerking. I was like, oh my god, you can't be serious with this. You know, it's the second Christmas movie of the year. I think if you're looking for a more modern version of this, that Christmas that came out this year, it's an animated Christmas movie that was on Netflix. I feel like the vibes between that movie and this movie are very, very similar, where, you know, by the end of the movie, he's been a nice guy the whole time, helping everybody else, and by the end of the movie, he needs help, and he's going to be screwed with, you know, if he doesn't get help, and he's too much of a good guy to ask for help. So his wife asked people in the town and said, hey, George is in trouble. And everyone was like, George is in trouble? We gotta help George. So everyone bands together and chips in everything they can to help out this guy so that he can continue on, you know. And he thought his life was miserable because he's all stressed out and working hard and doing what he has to do to keep things afloat. But what he didn't realize is that he had a wonderful life after all, you know. And the angel, every time a bell rings, an angel gets his wings, right? Like, this movie has so many little moments and little parts that you're like, wow, this is a beautiful freaking movie. And what really made me watch this is that James Gunn, when asked in an interview the other day, said, like, what movies most relate to the characters of, like, Clark or Superman and Lois. And he said some movie for Rachel Brosnahan's character that I haven't heard of. And then he said It's a Wonderful Life for Clark and David Cornsweet's Superman. So obviously I was watching this movie thinking, oh, what if George here was more of a Superman, a man that will help anyone, you know, anyone in the world he'll help, and anyone in his neighborhood, and he'll help everyone out of the kindness of his heart, but he will never ask for help himself, you know. And it's a fantastic movie, and I was watching it though as if this was Clark Kent I was watching, and then I was like, damn man, James Stewart back in the day, if he got to be Superman, that would have been awesome, because he had the blue eyes. And I mean, black and white, it doesn't do this movie justice when you're doing it in color, and you can see the clothing that they're wearing, the grays, the blacks, his bright blue eyes, you know. You're like, damn, this guy was clearly a lady killer back in 1946. Like, that was so long ago. Like, I'm sure James Stewart's not still alive, but if his family is, what a wonderful actor your grandfather was, or, you know, whatever he was to you. But overall, I gave this movie 5 out of 5 stars. I couldn't find a single thing I didn't like about it, other than that it's black and white. But I mean, if a movie from 1941 that I'm now officially seeing in color in 2024, I ain't mad at all. But, you know, for a movie that's entering almost 80 years old, that's pretty damn well how this movie holds up. fantastic. You know, I can't say enough good things about it, but drop your comments down below if you like A Wonderful Life or It's a Wonderful Life, and if this is in your Christmas list that you have to watch every year. I'd love to hear those things down in the comment section below. I hope you guys had a wonderful Christmas and a Happy New Year to everyone who celebrates, and entering 2025 on a good note, I hope, for everybody. So have a good one. Thank you guys so much for coming on by. If you'd like to support the channel, the best way to do that is by liking this video, subscribing if you're new, hitting that bell so you don't miss future videos. Comment down below. I want to chat with you, or you can message me on my other social medias. Links for those down in the description below. Thank you guys so much for coming on by, and I will see you beautiful people in the next one. Peace.